And we're back. Thank you for joining us at Conference Live. My next guest is a favorite of ours here at Realcomm, the president and CEO of CABA, Ron Zimmer. Thank you for being
Hey,
with
great
us,
to be
Ron.
here, Jerry.
Thank you. So first, let's talk a little bit about the Continental Automated Building Association and what you do.
So sometimes we're a well-kept secret, even though we're coming up to our 30th anniversary as an international trade association. And we work with companies and people and organizations that are involved with intelligent buildings, connected homes, now IoT, anything where technology is coming together. So over the 30 years, governed by a very prestigious board of directors who met 2 days ago for a full day. We have 26 on our board of directors, and they are very, they're the who's who of our industry.
Sure.
And so CABA continues to provide great research, information, and people that help continue to develop our knowledge center for the industry.
Now, 2 years ago, we talked a lot about your research into space utilization. We talked about your research into Internet of Things. And today, before we began, you were telling me about some of the most exciting research, which has to do with productivity, employee productivity. Can you speak about that?
I'd love to. In fact, one of the things that CABA has is the world's largest collection of research. And with some of the research that we do, like I'm just hold up one of our reports.
Sure.
We have an amazing amount of great research, but one that we're working on now and we did first phase, is looking at how technology, this great technology that Realcomm and IBCon showcase annually, and what a great event. So this technology obviously can help any building owner, operator, manager, facility manager to make that building more functional, to save energy,
Sure.
Reduce water usage, et cetera. It also, we learn about the efficiencies, data analytics, now cloud technology, moving to artificial intelligence, sensors going out, all of that can make this building very productive. But what we probably have not done as good a job as an industry and really communicating that is that at the end of the day, the greatest value, the greatest expense in any building are the people.
Right.
And when you think about it, and there's something called the 330-300 rule, and there's another one called 1990. But basically, if you look at the three being average energy costs, could be different, and you could save 30%, that's 1 million square feet, that's $1 million, that's huge. That's important. And water usage, you could actually then look at the overall building costs, which is 30, or it could be more in New York City or San Francisco, or less somewhere else. So that's important because as part of that, again, coming back to the great technology, that you can make your building incredibly efficient, knowledgeable, predictive analytics, and all of that stuff that we're going to see more and more of, voice recognition now coming into buildings. So that's incredibly important. But if you get those two pieces right, you win on the big ticket item, the $300 per square foot. In Silicon Valley, they say it's $800 per square foot. Google, Amazon, Intel. So here's an opportunity for our industry to say, we've missed probably the biggest benefit. We have to think about our employees, we have to think about our customers, the people that use our buildings, whether it's shopping malls or Deloitte with the Edge building and our customers. So if we do this right, and we get the air quality just right, the temperature just right, the lighting just right, we actually reduce the waste of time in meeting rooms when the technology is not working. Oh, wait a minute, I can't find the meeting room, so you got senior executives waiting. I can't find a parking spot, so I spent 10 minutes driving around the campus. Rhymes Mortimer, one of our board members from Microsoft, told this exact example. I've got elevators that maybe aren't working and I don't know about it, and I'm waiting, and I'm wasting my time. So you get rid of all of that, you can make your building incredibly efficient. Your staff are going to be healthier. Your staff are going to be happier. And one of the corollaries that the Edge building found that over a year, now almost 2 years, the Deloitte building has found that it has the highest retention rate of Deloitte properties in Europe.
Really?
Think about that. And not only that, but they also have, if there's an opening, they have the highest number of other Deloitte employees in other offices in Europe that want to move to Amsterdam, that building. So let's just think about this, Jerry. We think about our value. How do we keep our best and brightest talent? How do we attract those people? How do we keep them? How do we bring the millennials into our companies? I think this is this is it. And our research that we're planning to do is to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, very objective, very scientifically, that this is real. It's not just something we think it is. And so the next piece of research, which has had great support, phase 1 is available. That report's free. They can just contact CABA to get that full report free.
Sure.
The second phase is just launching. We're announcing it right after this interview. We're going into a session.
Oh, really?
And we're launching it. So, but anyway, that's exciting for me because we want to give that to the C-suite right around the world.
Yeah.
Say, look, you can win every which way, and it'll be harder for them to not look at it closely.
So the next phase of the research is not free. It goes primarily, at least for right now, to CABA members. In addition to providing the research to CABA members, how do you help those members employ the research?
You're right. So there's two parts to this. So a lot of the research that we do, like this one's on market sizing, which we're going to redo again.
Sure.
So we do get funded by companies. Our 380 members, our 25,000 people that we work with across the world. So some of them funded. But you know, Jerry, a lot of people don't know that CABA has the world's largest collection. We added 270 reports last year alone into our library.
Wow.
This year we're already at 150 plus, and we're only just finished May. We're going to set a record, all peer-reviewed by CABA Information Council. Not every piece of research gets put in there.
Yeah.
So we have this wealth of great research that is available to the industry in our members, and then we have our public library. After 3 years ago, our public library, and anyone can access this.
Right.
Even these reports, after 4 years, we give them away. So our goal as a nonprofit body is not to make profit, just a little bit, but but ultimately to be able to help the industry with some of the best research, the best knowledge, because I've said this, I've been with CABA 20 years, and I've said this, no one person, no one, not even Jim Young, as bright as he is,
Yeah.
but can know everything that's happening, because the industry is changing and morphing so fast.
Yeah.
And there's an excitement in the air. Scott McBrain from Cadillac Fairview is on our board. He's involved in Realcom. Shopping malls, Cadillac Fairviews in Mexico, US, Canada.
Sure.
He said he's never seen C-suites more interested than the last 2 years.
Right.
And they are. I mean, Cadillac Fairview gets it, but others, he's seeing others. And you see it here. It's one of the largest events in terms of attendance.
Right.
And that's not a coincidence. There's
No.
now knowledge, and that's good for everybody.
And the ability to access that information, if you're in the C-suite, these companies are making it so you can get a dashboard view of what's going on. And when you can see it, you want to help affect it. And, thank you for doing the work that you do, because without real information, without real actionable information, those decisions really can't be made with any kind of confidence.
You know, I hope next year
Yep.
I can come and say the research we did on employee productivity,
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
And while some of it will be retained by we're actually looking for companies that have intelligent buildings and people that want to participate. They can participate no cost. If a CBRE, one of our members, comes forward, they can participate no cost.
Yeah.
And so that's a huge value. But we do want to share a lot of it because it's partly to share and so the industry can understand the value proposition. And it's about the people.
Yeah.
Technology is just an enabler.
No.
Thank
Thank you so much.
You've been so generous, and I really appreciate the good work you do.
Well, thank you very much, Ron. We will look forward to hearing about what happened next year. And thank you, CABA, for helping us all do what we do better.
All right.
Cheers.
All the
Okay.
best.